The context of this year's budget is pretty unique from an Irish perspective. The Minister very clearly outlined that this budget is crafted against the backdrop and in the shadow of Brexit. The budget is clearly one of prudence, and that is to be welcomed, I think, from an Irish context. There are definitely some points in this year's budget that Irish business will welcome. So the key employee engagement programme is a share incentive scheme targeted for SMEs. It's really important for SMEs to be able to attract key talent, so the proposed changes will be around expanding the scheme for group companies and also for part-time employees. So the R&D tax incentive scheme is a scheme which basically offers a very valuable R&D tax credit for companies engaged in R&D based in Ireland. The Minister has introduced a number of improvements to the R&D scheme, which I think will make the R&D credit more accessible to smaller businesses. Firstly, he is going to increase the amount of R&D tax credit for small and micro businesses from 25 to 30%. He's also going to extend the relief to pre-trading expenditure, and he's also then going to increase the limit of outsourced expenditures that you include in your R&D claim from 5 to 15%. The Employment and Investment Incentive Scheme is a very valuable relief for Irish businesses, which attracts finance and funding into those businesses by tax relief for the investors. So the Minister, again, in a welcome measure, has improved the relief for Irish investors. Firstly, the relief, which used to be available in year 1 and year 4, is now going to be available in totality in year 1. And secondly, importantly, the relief has been increased twofold, from €250,000 to a €500,000 cap for investors who are willing to invest in qualifying companies for a 10-year timeframe. We recently at KPMG did a survey, and the top 3 items that entrepreneurs really wanted to see in this year's budget were firstly, capital gains tax reform, and in particular, a change and improvement to the entrepreneur relief. Unfortunately, that wasn't in this year's budget. They also wanted to see an alignment of the personal tax rates between employees and self-employed. There's a 3% differential in those rates at the moment. Again, not addressed in the budget, unfortunately. They also wanted to see share incentive schemes targeted for SMEs. That was in the budget, and that was a welcome change. So certainly this year's budget has a number of measures to be welcomed for Irish entrepreneurs, but there is more to be done on measures that could really support Irish entrepreneurs in their business journey.